Please subscribe to Facetv Africa and turn the notification on. Facetv Africa, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, subscribe, hete.
Face TV was Swoby.
This country is something else, and a lot of things is happening in this country that Mr. President need to look at. President Bola Tinubu, do you know that the executive governor of Zamfara State, Lawal, he accused your defense minister, former governor of Zamfara, Mattawalle, of sponsoring banditry publicly, boldly. And since then, I don't even know what your government is doing about these things. Before, we are accusing Buhari, because maybe Buhari is an Hausa, is a Fulani, maybe they know about these people, you do this, you do that. But now that you are a Yoruba man, and you want the peace in the country, in the land, I believe that you need to do the needful. The defense minister, Mattawalle, at least, I'm not saying you should sack him. Let him just, resign temporarily. Let them investigate him. If they investigate him and they see that, yes, he's involved in banditry, I think you know the right thing you're supposed to do. You fire him. Nobody is above the law. Because we are saying that we need peace in the land. See what the executive governor of Zamfara State, Lawal, saying publicly that Mr. Mattawalle, which is the defense minister, your defense minister, is involved in sponsoring banditry, and you've never do anything. The only thing you do is to tell him to relocate to Zamfara or go to where the banditry are and the security agent to go there and relocate and go and stay there. And meanwhile, he was there when you came back from China. That is the video you are seeing. And I believe that maybe you are asking him that, but I told you to relocate to Zamfara. I'm very sure that's what you guys are discussing there. That means these people are not even listening to you. They did not listen to you. What is really going on in this country? I think there are some people that are even bigger than this country. If the governor himself can come out boldly and accuse this man that he involved in banditry, and you refuse to suspend him, and we want this country to be moving, no. See, this insecurity is part of the problem of the food insecurity we have in this country. There's no food again. The farmer that's supposed to go to the farm, they cannot farm because of these people. Let me play this video of Mr. Governor, the governor of Lawal. Let me play that video and hear it yourself.
And let me say this. Yes, there were a lot of issues in the past with my predecessor. In fact, let me say this very categorical. If I were him, I would resign and face all the allegations against me. And that would have been more honorable, because from all the information we're getting, my predecessor was fully involved in some of these banditry issues. Typical is the fact that was a permanent secretary when his children were abducted. And it was unfortunate that he had to pay ransom through the government house. And it was also very clear, based on all the allegations, that bandits were being kept at government house. There are so many issues. So for me, honestly, if I were him, I'll step aside and face this allegation until I clear my name before I come back and continue my job. That should have been more honorable. And how can you imagine all these allegations against him, and he's still the Minister of Defense? I mean, that is unfair. This man could have been honorable, stay aside, face all these allegations, clear his name, and then come back and continue to do whatever he wants to do. Whether he wants to remain as minister or he wants to do something else, that would have been more honorable as far as I'm concerned. If I'm in that position, believe me, I'll put in my resignation letter.
Our defense minister allegedly by executive governor of Zamfara, accusing of sponsoring banditry, and nothing our president can do about that. Defense minister in this country, and we want this country to have it's like this country is a joke. What is really going on in this country? If our defense minister can be accused of sponsoring banditry, and you want Nigerians to have security, let me play another one for you guys.
In May last year, 2023, there was this allegation of misappropriating over 70 billion naira. And when we took over, we realized that 70 billion was a child's play compared to what we had. And all this information are before the EFCC. And I wonder how this guy was cleared by the security operatives before he's confirmed as a minister. And it's something I would say. If I were him, I would still face EFCC to say that, look, let me clear my name. You know, this is a father of 41 children. For goodness sake, what kind of legacy is he going to leave for his children when you're being accused of misappropriating this amount of money? So he should have come out clean, face EFCC, clear his name, and then come back and continue to do whatever he wants to do. Honestly, that would have been more honorable. But look at it. We're still waiting to hear from EFCC. The case has been ongoing for over a year now. And this is people's money. We need this money in Zamfara with all the challenges we're facing, with financial constraints. At least let's have some of this money back into Zamfara so that we can work for the people of Zamfara State.
Mr. President, I think you need to do the needful. And the needful is at least suspend the defense minister. Suspend him. Because they cannot accuse him as sponsoring a banditry and you leave him there. Let them investigate this man. This is executive governor of Zamfara State. He knows what he's saying. So for the fact that you just leave him there to continue doing his job, afẹ́ parawa dànù nìyẹn. Nígbà tó jẹ́ pé èèyàn tí ó wà lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ yẹn òun gangan ló ń kó bá wa tí wọ́n ti sọ wípé òun gan ló ṣe wọ́n lóun ló ṣe àánú àwọn ọ̀ní. At least let them investigate him. We are not saying that you should sack him now. Just let him step aside and do the needful. The one that amazed me most is that this man is saying that they know where the banditry are. They know their family, they know their mother, they know everything about them. But what is the problem? Why can't federal government and the state government arrest these people? Let's hear from him again.
It all depends on classification. You can call them bandits, you can call them thieves, you can call them any name. But my understanding is what will be the reason for these banditry activities. That is number one. Two, if you talk about Niger Delta, I will say yes, there's an economic reason why people are fighting to get certain things. If you look at Boko Haram, you will say that it's a religious issue because they believe in their faith and therefore they want to defend their faith. What is the reason in Zamfara? We are the same people, 99.9% same religion. So what is the reason? What are they fighting for? This is the question.
Have you been able to find an answer to that question?
That is still what we're trying to do, because I cannot understand why. And imagine if today they're going after government officials, they say, okay, they have grievances with government officials, but they kill innocent people that barely even eat 1 square meal in a day. What could have been the reason? That must be crazy.
Let's play another video, because the reason why Because even the governor of that state don't even know the reason why this banditry are really active like this. The governor of that state, he did not know the reason why they are active like this. Let's hear from him.
The situation is not just for Zamfara. It's across all the northern part. However, Zamfara play a dominant role in terms of the banditry because this is where they hibernate. They move from Zamfara to Katsina, Niger, Kaduna, Sokoto, and so on and so forth. And you know, it's the responsibility of federal government to provide safety of people, lives and property, which is the security forces that include the military, the police, as well as civil defense. Yeah, they're doing their best. However, there's a need to do more to deal with these guys decisively. Like I said, we know where these guys are. We know where they live. We know their parents.
You know them
Why?
as a government.
Of course we do. They live with the same community we live.
So why is it difficult to get them?
That is the $1 million question that I should ask you.
We are
You see, if Mr. President, you are the Commander-in-Chief of Armed Force in this country, please do the needful by suspending this man, which is the Minister of Defense, Mattawalle. It's not above the law. Because if we want to at least make sure that this insecurity in this country reduces drastically, we have to do the right thing. Let's do the right thing, Mr. President. Suspend the Minister of Defense. We are not saying you should sack him. Suspend him, let them investigate him. If he's free, he did not see anything, fine. He can come back to your government. But now that the executive governor of Zamfara accusing him publicly that is among those people sponsoring banditry in that state, you have to suspend him. I won't say much than this. My name is Lekuti Oyemi. Bye for now.
Please subscribe to Face TV Africa and turn the notification on. Face TV Africa, subscribe,
Face TV was Swoby.